What's going on, everybody? Patriot Stacker here. Today we're going to go and pour some copper. I finally got my whole setup all ready to go to pour some metal. I have some silver shot ready to pour, but I also have a bunch of copper wire that I stripped. So I really want to do my first kind of introduction to pouring. We'll start with copper, so just in case, I mess some things up, at least we're not messing with the pure silver. The copper is definitely a good metal to learn on. It's fairly inexpensive. Most of the time you can even find it for free. Scrap metals, scrap copper, things like that. All the copper that I have, I got for free. So definitely a cool way to get yourself into pouring metals and kind of learn and, just kind of go and figure it out. So I finally have my little setup all ready to go. I got my furnace, I got my mold, I got my torches, and all my different tools all ready to go. So we're going to go out to the workshop and we're going to check out my little setup and we're going to pour some copper. So stay tuned. What's up, guys? So we're here in the workshop. We got the furnace. First time using this bad boy. I'm super excited. We got this crucible in here that we're going to use for copper. We got the torch ready. We got some fire bricks and our little tiny mold. It's got a 1 ounce and ½ ounce rounds, 1 ounce bar, ½ ounce bar, and 1/4 ounce bars. We got this little setup. We got our gloves and our tongs, and we got 5 ounces of pure copper wire. We're going to put that into the crucible. So we're going to load this up. I weighed this out. This is 5 ounces of copper. So it's all pure copper wire that I stripped from different wires and cables and things like that. But we're going to load it all up and we're going to try to pour 5 1 ounce rounds. I don't know, we might try the bars too. But we're going to stick that all in there. Obviously, I'm not wearing gloves. None of this is turned on or hot yet. So, obviously, I haven't heated any of this stuff up. That's why I'm not wearing gloves yet. But we're going to definitely put on the gloves. We're going to put on our eye protection. We're all types of prepared and ready and safe. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get this thing fired up. And, of course, we got our torch ready. We want to make sure that we heat up our mold, our graphite molds. We want to heat those up, get them nice and hot before we pour into them. All right, so we're getting there. Looks like we're about 725 degrees Celsius. We need to get to 1085. That is the melting point of copper. And we're going to pour some copper rounds. Getting hot. All right, so we're going to make sure we heat up this graphite mold, get it real nice and hot, get all the moisture out of there, because we're about ready to pour. little bar came out okay.
Woo.
Oh, shit. These ones are kind of cool. This one came out nice. Woo! All right, everybody, we're back. So that was so much fun. We poured some copper. We had 5 ounces, and I ended up pouring 4 pieces here. We'll check them out in just a minute. So we had a little bit of mistakes. You know, we tried a few different times. It was definitely a learning experience, but it was so much fun. So check out the pieces that we got. We have 2 rounds and 2 bars. I am really excited. This is the finished result. I thought they came out awesome. This was the first round we poured. Pretty thin, you know, but it's a cool little piece, a little kind of like a little button. I did stamp them with my stamps here. I have this cool little set, and you know, they work really well. I got that from Harbor Freight for like $10. Great deal. They work really well. I ended up stamping them on the front or on the top or whatever you want to call that. I stamped the PS for Patriot Stacker, and they all came out really cool. And I ended up darkening the inside so the letters stood out a little bit. I thought that looked pretty awesome. And I did weigh them all up, and I stamped them with the weight. So this one you see is 19 grams with the PS on the top there. Oh, and also you notice they are nice and shiny and real clean looking. So I took my Dremel tool. This is a little Dremel. I think it was $13 off Amazon. Just a little cheapy tool, rechargeable, which is awesome, and cordless. And it works great. And I have a bunch of these little sanding tips, and I just gave it a good sanding. And I didn't polish them. I don't have a tumbler yet. So this is just from a little bit of that, it's probably about 100 grit sandpaper. And they came out awesome. You know, it almost has like that brushed metal look. Really, really cool. This was the chunkier round that came out really good. This is one of the last ones I poured. Super chunky. And this one ended up weighing 1 ounce. So that was really cool. I was trying to get all 1 ounce, but I felt like pouring a small amount, like these small pieces, is actually more difficult than obviously pouring a larger piece where you're just filling up a larger area. Trying to pour that metal into a small area is pretty difficult, I'm not going to lie. But this one came out awesome. I think this is my favorite. This is my 1 ounce chunker, 1 full ounce. This one, like I said, 19 grams. We also have 2 bars. two little loaves. This one has like this little lip to it. Kind of funky, but I think it's cool. It's definitely unique. It looks like a little loaf of bread, fresh out of the oven. This one ended up weighing 28 grams. So these were not a full ounce, so I ended up stamping them in grams instead of ounces. So this one's a 22 gram. Pretty cool. I thought this was really awesome. This one came out real clean. It has a little tiny, let's see if I can get that to focus, a little tiny lip on the side, but not too bad at all. You know, I thought they were really, really cool. Definitely proud of my first time ever pouring. It's not as easy as it looks, for sure, especially doing these small, small little bars and rounds. Also, my workshop is just a shed, and it was 34 degrees out, I believe, 36 degrees Fahrenheit, so it was cold. And I would get the copper melted, I'd get it up to temperature, I'd go to pour it, I'd get maybe one piece out, and it would solidify extremely quick, and it would cool down. Once it hit the air, that metal cooled so quickly. I think that played a big part in, having a little bit of difficulty pouring. So I'm going to wait for the weather maybe to get a little bit warmer, hopefully soon. So hopefully that will make things a little bit easier and being able to pour, because I would pour one piece and I'd actually have to go and melt it all down again, and that would take another 20 minutes or 15 minutes to melt. So it was just so cold out, it gave me a lot of trouble. But I had a blast. It was so much fun. I'm really excited about my cool little chunkers, and I think they came out awesome. Let me know what you think down in the comments. My first time ever pouring metal, and I got some cool little chunky bars and rounds. I thought it was cool to do them in grams since they were under 1 ounce. And then this one, this real nice chunker round, is a full ounce. It's actually 1.1 ounces, but we'll just say it's an ounce. Makes it easier to stamp that way. And my little initials. Maybe I will get a custom stamp. Hopefully, I want to get some kind of custom stamp with some kind of logo, or maybe just says Patriot Stacker, something like that. If anybody has any suggestions about getting custom stamps to stamp into metal, please let me know down in the comments. I'd be very interested. So that's the video for today, everyone. Hope you enjoyed my first time pouring metal. It was definitely an experience. I learned a lot today. I had so much fun. And I can't wait to do more copper, and then we're going to do that silver shot. It's just begging me to melt it. So I got 10 ounces ready to melt of the silver. It's going to be so much fun. So thanks everyone for watching today. Smash that like button if you enjoyed what you saw, and please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy videos all about silver stacking, coin collecting, precious metals, outdoors adventures, and all that fun stuff. And please ring that notification bell, because I upload videos very frequently, and that will let you know when those new videos come out. And as always, have a great day.